John introduced and everything, and the kind words John said. But I'd like to introduce our city manager. I want to call her city manager. This is her, Mallory Sutterfield. She's an excellent lady. Without her help, some of this stuff wouldn't happen either. And then we have Amando there, our public director. Help work, trying to figure out what we're going to try to put together to move this forward. Then we have where's our finance director? Where's Christian? She's here. Christian, right there. She's the one that handles the money. The city took one back. I'm going to say it started 2010 or a little before 2010. Our city council decided that we wanted to try to improve, get people off the road, to bring more people into Blythe. That highway there used to be the old highway years ago before the freeway came in. The freeway came in 1960. But up there was a big safety issue. As you come in over there, there's a stop sign in the middle of the freeway that people don't realize. Been there for day one, but you got 2 truck lanes that come to get inspected. Then you got 4 car lanes. So between the truck lane and the car lane, it says Riviera Drive. This is what this off-ramp is. Riviera Drive going to, but that the off-ramp is right over there in an on-ramp. The other side's on the other side of the way. But the cars, in order to cross, had to make a stop, turn their back 180 degrees to look behind them and see if a truck's going to plow into them. And there's been a few accidents and a few things. So when we talked about maybe trying to develop this, I think they took the California, no, I think it's still over there. There's a California sign over there that people stop. There are probably 15, 20 people a day stop to take their picture, welcome to California. So that was another thing, trying to figure out, well, maybe we can incorporate this, maybe a welcome center to do many things. So council, one of their priorities said, let's move forward. So that's about the time, or before then, I was getting involved with Riverside Transportation. So I walked up and seen Mr. Wood. I said, would you mind coming to Blythe one day? Have you ever been to Blythe? He said, no. I said, I want to come and show you something, if you don't mind. I don't like to talk about it. I like to bring people and show it to them. So we come, and he seen that. He couldn't believe it. It's the only freeway in the world. Got a stop sign in the middle of it. So he got things going. He said, yeah, I think we can make this work and things possible. So that was one of the things to get it going. Then came back, and with the help of 2, Bobby Hall, which is here, one of the landlords, he owns part of this property here and a little bit of this, and another one, Mr. Farage. So we come back to them and started talking to them. So we negotiated, we swapped ground. One little bit of ground we took from them, we gave them ground back. So we didn't negotiate no money. We basically did some ground swap, and they were very cooperative to put this together. So then we went back to Caltrans. Well, we got back started, and then they said, well, the county had to be the lead agency. Then Caltrans said with this. So I said, well, send us a couple of drawings. The first couple drawings, I didn't care for, because they had big old whoop-de-doos coming out here. I said, you're taking all this ground away. I said, let's simplify this or whatever. So that's what they come up with, which is a lot better. The other one, they come, they had it all turning in here, and that wasn't going to make the landlord happy. It wasn't going to make this picture put together. So we was able to put together and swap some ground to make this happen. And so then, meanwhile, Mr. Wolf moves on. So then here comes Mr. Bassett. So when the first time I met Mr. Bassett, I said, you mind coming to Blythe? No problem. He came. And he came on a Saturday, because it's the only time he had. And so he came on a Saturday. We come and looked at this. We toured the valley. I showed him the cotton field. We went around, you know what I mean, and showed him the valley. So when he took that back to Caltrans, he said, I got a couple ways to maybe approach this. When he went back to Caltrans and got us in my approval through Caltrans to maybe move forward with this project, he came on his anniversary and presented this on the city council night. Took that out of his time to come and do that. I wish he was here today. I thought he was supposed to be here today, but he's the one that really made this go on. So it was all unique. I mean, just how it all sort of come together, but it's taken a long time to get to this point. But looking at it when we got started, then I was looking when it's going to go out to bid and do different things, or not ready to go out to bid, but seeing some of the designs, I made a phone call. Was back then, I think it was David Lane, I think was our city manager, or maybe Frank. But I said, man, they're sure going to build this up real high. And I says, can't we maybe take this road down here? That road there was designed for a levee many years ago. You know, that's why it's high right there. Starting from there was to control the Colorado River. So I said, what if we take that down, bring that dirt, maybe save some money to make this happen? I got told, you better not jeopardize the project. So I said, well, I better not push it no more. But I was, you know what I'm saying, trying to come up with many ways maybe to save money or to do, but to lower that road, to make it, you know what I'm saying, more, because there's already been 2 or 3 people killed over the years since I've been here off that road. That drove off and rolled their car and, you know, passed away. So there was another reason behind that too, to try to incorporate it. But when you're working with agencies, it's hard to, you know, look at the whole picture. Then after the project sort of got started, I had a couple farmers come and talk to me. And they said, what are we gonna do now when we cross the inspection station? Because they usually got in the truck lane and went to get off. So then I went and talked to a few people to see if maybe we could keep that one part open, just the truck part, you know, for the agricultural truck to get off the freeway instead of having to come in all the way right here. But they said since we're using federal dollars, that ain't gonna work. So here we go again. I'm just saying, but as you do these projects, you learn. If I did this all the time, I think I'd maybe get pretty good at it. But I like my farming, so. But it's been a challenge, but it's worked out good. The City of Blythe put $530,000 into this project to pay the county for the design of Measure A money to make this happen too. And so it's been a joint effort to make this happen. So I'm glad it's happened, and without, you know, everybody's help, it wouldn't happen. So it's come a long ways. Now we hopefully can help develop this area. We're working with the landowners now to help them subdivide this out in acre lots. That's about almost done. We're helping, you know, with them and paying part of that too, you know, with them to, you know, our gratitude as a city to make it happen. So there's been a lot to make this happen. So I think it worked out pretty good. So I just thank everybody and go from there. But this is a great community, and I think this is a great access. In the future, this will help build out and move on. So thank you.